morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody, wherever you are in the world, or very early good morning for some of you. I am so happy, excited to start today's conference. Your voice counts. And Enolia and myself, we were looking forward so excited to this day. You are all beautiful ladies. We all have a strong voice. We all have a strong message to share. We gathered here from all around the world. And I must say that I cannot find words to express how grateful we are that you made this bold move. You are here with us today to share your voices, to share your messages. It's going to touch hearts, it's going to touch lives, and eventually it's going to change lives as well. So thank you so much for being here with us today. Good luck to all of you. Relax, just enjoy. Enolia?
Thank you so much. We are so excited that you are here to share your thoughts and your powerful voices. I want people to understand that we are touching the world. We have ladies here, and I'm going to share the countries that we're coming from. The United Kingdom, Angola, Africa, South Africa, Ireland, Portugal, Australia, the United States, both East Coast, West Coast, and Midwest, as well as Puerto Rico. We are coming from Peru, Trinidad and Tobago, the Netherlands. So we are truly in the world. It ensures that whatever has been and will be said and is significant. Everything counts. And I applaud you all for stepping up to the plate, to being here, to engaging, to sharing, and to contributing to the world. So without further ado, Krisztina, I'll hand it back to you.
Thank you so much. First of all, I would love to introduce you the first speaker. She is my partner in crime for this event. She's my mentor and my coach. And I would love to introduce to you Enolia Foti. She is an award-winning international speaker. She is a global influencer, social entrepreneur, executive business and life coach, an award-winning writer, and an author. She just had a book launch yesterday, and I would love to take the chance to congratulate her for that. Enolia is a natural orator. She harmonizes corporate experience with a broad knowledge base that includes many traditions from around the world. Enolia holds a BS in mathematics from the University of Massachusetts in Amherst and an MBA from Regis University, where she graduated summa cum laude from her class and was inducted into the Alpha Sigma Nu Honor Society. She's an ambassador of peace, the global director of We Champions International, and the co-founder and CEO of Expressions of Humanity Foundation, which provides emergencies and humanitarian aid, promotes global activism, and provides life skills support to underserved communities. She leverages education as well as media and technology to build a global exchange of accessible knowledge, culture, and essentials. To motivate and inspire others to reach their goals, she imparts the ancient wisdom she gained under the tutelage of indigenous elders as a keeper of their cosmological traditions. She imparts her gift to inspire and empower the soul by sharing her cumulative knowledge of ancient practices and teachings up to the present day. As a recognized indigenous grandmother elder herself, Enolia walks her path as a teacher, counselor, and healer from the lessons of these elders. So I would love to welcome Enolia to our platform. Thank you so much for being here and sharing your beautiful and strong voice with everybody. So please welcome Enolia Foti.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you so, so much. You know, I was sitting back and on this platform, there was a vision in my mind. I saw myself talking to masses of women, lots and lots of women, and masses of people. And in that moment, my thought was, if I had the opportunity with the masses, what would I share? What would I say? How would I inspire? How would I motivate? And a few words came to mind, and I'm going to share them with you. You are the gift. You are the gift that allows people to be moved, to be inspired, for you to be heard, and to inspire them to be heard. Each one of us comes to the platform with our skills, our knowledge, our motivations, and how little we may perceive them, or how grand we may perceive them, they are a gift. You might not think them to be a gift, whether it's drawing, whether it's political play, whether it's comics, whether it's sitting in peace. No matter what your story is, no matter how impactful it may have hurt you, that is a gift because you can, from the experience, who you are and what you've gone through, share the lessons to teach the world. So I say to you, take who you are, the knowledge that you have, the experiences that you've encountered, all that you've learned, and share it. Because you are the pebble that causes the ripple effect. We don't understand the power of our words and the fact that when they are received, they motivate, they inspire, they impact. We will never know how grand that ripple is. That you are that beacon that lights up the room in a dark place because a few words that you shared were uttered. The gift, and to give be a terrible thing. So I applaud you. I applaud you all for stepping to the plate, picking that topic, being that beacon, and realize that we complement each other. We all come with an expertise. We all come with that different experience to share, but it's all necessary. It's all needed. So it doesn't matter how long you speak or how short you speak. It doesn't matter if you draw from grand experiences or just one. It all counts. All needed. And it all causes that ripple effect. So thank you. Thank you for stepping to the plate, being here. And for those of you who are hearing my words for the first time out there in our audience, you are the contribution. You are the gift. Step up, stand up, and be heard. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Enolia. I love you. I loved it. And yes, you are absolutely right. You ladies, you are the gift. We are all the gift. And you came here to share from experience, and that's beautiful. And I'm not going to go long and long and long. All I can say from all of you today, here and those who are listening to us, remember, you are divine. You are love. and you are light. And that's what we all are here to share, our divine love and our divine light. So thank you. Enolia?
Welcoming CEO, founder, and author Stefania Puleo to the platform. Stefania is the world's #1 men's love relationship consultant, NLP practitioner, and certified hypnotherapist. She is also a personal trainer, an author, an international speaker, and an unstoppable visionary dedicated to working with men to recognize their true potential and build rock-solid relationships without all the drama. Stefania Puleo is the CEO and founder of The Gentleman's Square. She aspires and provides a platform for men which uses hypnotherapy, NLP skills, collective wisdom, knowledge, and resources to help men navigate through the landscape of dating. She also works with men who suffer from stress, frustration, and overwhelmment, particularly after trauma and abusive relationships. Born and raised in the suburbs of Melbourne, Australia, Stefania has traveled and lived on 3 continents around the world, learning and understanding cultural differences between men and women in relationships. Her passion for people, relationships, and life can be felt through her work. Her presentation, Why People Come In and Out of Our Life. Welcoming Stefania Puleo to the platform.
Okay. Thank you, Enolia. Thank you so much. And thank you to everybody being here today. So I ask you, have you ever wondered why people come in and out of your life? Have you ever experienced a fabulous connection or a relationship with someone to only find that they've disappeared in an instant? Or have you had a relationship with someone that has totally turned your life upside down, leaving you totally traumatized, totally left jaded, hurt, angry, and not trusting life or people anymore? I'm sure you've heard the saying that goes, people come into your life for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. Well, I certainly have had some wonderful experiences with people entering my life, but I've also had some that haven't been so wonderful. And 4 months ago, I had an experience where a dear friend of mine exited my life just like that. And it was painful. And it really gave me a wake-up call at the same time. We had this friendship of 13 years. And I guess we called ourselves besties. That's what we say here in Australia. That means we're best friends. And we hung out together. We talked every day. We had laughs. We had great times. We shared deep emotions, lifting one another up, crying, as girls do, right? It was a type of relationship where we felt we could share everything with each other. Even if we misunderstood each other, we felt that we could talk about it, so then we could clear the air. So then one day, what happened was there was something that was actually bothering me. So I took the liberty to actually share with her how I was feeling. Her reaction was not what I expected. In fact, it threw me for a sixer. A sixer means like a spin. I obviously had triggered something inside her that made her react the way she did. Her exact words was, "I'm not doing this anymore. I don't want to talk to you anymore," and then hung up the phone. I knew she was angry, and I knew it had nothing to do with me. I then texted her back and wrote, "When you calm down, call me back and we'll talk about it." She didn't call. Instead, she left me this lengthy message, actually a lengthy, aggressive text, which hurt me and left me confused at the same time. At that period in my life, my father was in hospital with a critical condition, fighting for his life. And at that point, I had to decide where I was going to put my energy. Was I going to put it with an aggressive friend, or was I going to put my energy on my father that needed care and loving energy? Well, you guessed it. It was my father that won. I simply didn't reply. In my heart, I blessed her and sent her love, thinking she'll come round to her senses and she'll call me and we'll resolve this. She never did contact me again. This experience is what propelled me to look at the 3 reasons why people come into our life. Is it for a reason? Is it for a season? Or is it for a lifetime? I feel that when we can actually figure out which one it is, you can then know exactly what to do and how to navigate through each relationship. We don't have to hang on to the pain of wondering why. It's so easy to get stuck in the why. Why me? Why now? Why all? You feel like, I don't deserve this. I believe there is a lesson in every one of these stages. So let's quickly look at the 3 stages. Let's look at the reason people come into your life. It's usually to meet a need that you have expressed outwardly or inwardly. They've come to assist you through either difficulty or provide you with guidance, support, encouragement, or to aid you physically, emotionally, or spiritually. They may seem like they're God sent, and believe me, they are. They're there for a reason. You need them to be there. Then without anything of your doing wrong or anything you have said, this person may say or do something to bring the relationship to an end. Sometimes they die. Sometimes they walk away. Sometimes they just act up or out and force you to take a stand. What we must realize is that our needs have been met and their work is done. The prayer that you actually sent up has been answered. And so it's time to move on for both of you. The season. When someone is in your life for a season, it is because it is your turn to share, learn, or grow. They bring you this experience of peace. They make you laugh or cry, and they teach you something you've never done before. They usually give you an unbelievable amount of joy. Believe it, it's real, and it's only for a season. And of course, the lifetime relationships teach you a lifetime of lessons, those things that you must build upon in order to build solid emotional foundations. Your job is to accept the lesson, love the person, and put what you've learned to use in other relationships and other areas of your life. So ladies, I challenge you, pay attention to the reason someone is in your life and the impact they are having. Is the reason because you are to awaken? Is the reason that they're being sent to provide us with much needed encouragement? Or is the reason that they have been sent to us to grow? Growth is a continuous process in our lives. Whether we like it or not, situations never remain the same, and they keep changing, which forces us to adapt and grow accordingly. It helps us shed our previous shortcomings and transform into the person we desire to be. Most of the time, these changes occur because of the triggers by another person. They are the people who actually propel us towards our growth. Every person who comes into our life is important. Either he or she has a significance. So, who has come into your life that you need to thank, accept, or let go? Reach out to them. Reach out to them this week and let them know the impact they have had on you. My name is Stefania Puleo. I'm a certified hypnotherapist, a love and relationship consultant, and you can find me at the Gentleman's Square. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Stefania. I love you so much. And I think all of us ladies can relate with what Stefania just told us. Yes, we have friends in our lives who just disappear from one day to another or from 1 second to another. And yes, I completely agree. And I love what you were saying, that people come into our lives for a reason, for a season, or for a lifetime. We have to cherish and embrace those people who are for a lifetime. We have to see what the reason they are here in our lives. Either that we have to learn a lesson or we teach them a lesson. So thank you so much, Stefania. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody.
I would love to introduce Mrs. Akleema Ali. Akleema is coming to us from Trinidad and Tobago. Thank you very much for joining us. Akleema, she is a Reiki master practitioner living in Trinidad and Tobago. She spends time teaching and educating people about Reiki. She has published articles about her experiences of being a Reiki master in the Caribbean, in the Reiki News magazine, summer 2000, on releasing the magic of vision boards with Reiki in April 2022, and her journey of 1,000 days of gratitude, August 2022, in the Universal Life magazine, a magazine for Reiki professionals and the subjective experiences of Reiki in the Journal of Interactive and Complementary Medicine in September 2022. She enjoys campaigning for women and empowering women to love themselves in Trinidad and Tobago, WOMAN's platform, Women's Platform. She can campaign on affirmations, August 2022, and Face It and Fix It, Episode 1, Self-Care and Self-Love in October 2022. She enjoys motivating women to be their authentic selves and find joy in their daily lives. Her presentation title is Wounds of Women, Acceptance and Healing. So ladies, please welcome Akleema Ali.
Thank you so much. Ladies, today I am using my voice to share with you some information on my perspective on the wounds of women, acceptance and healing. Now I'm going to show you a book that was introduced to me in 2015. And this was really the doorway to my healing journey. This is a book written by Louise Hay. It is called You Can Heal Your Life. And of course, with any self-healing book, she guides us through steps with respect to how you can heal relationships, how you can heal your health, and perspectives on techniques such as forgiveness, working with your inner child. For me, the most profound part of the book, within this, there's a healing directory of all problems, concerns, ailments that any person could experience. And she broke it down in different probable causes, as well as how to begin healing. Now I'm going to share with you, from her perspective, where does all dis-ease come from? If we experience tension, anxiety, nervousness, worry, doubt, insecurity, our feelings of not good enough and unworthiness, it comes from a place of fear. When we experience impatience, irritation, frustration, criticism, resentment, jealousy, and bitterness, it comes from a place of anger. So what she has done over the years she has created a database focusing on all of the types of complaints her clients had, and she guided them towards what the probable cause would have been, and also the respective affirmation that they needed to say. Now, of course, she has a healing directory from A to Z. It starts off A, abdominal cramps, all the way to Y, yeast infection. But today, I decided to highlight a couple issues in our womb space. Now, on Friday, Enolia reminded us that our womb space is a place of creation, of love, of where we give birth to a lot of things. But we as women would also know that womb space is a space where we hide a lot of things. We hide our disappointments, our frustrations. We hide when our voice is silenced. We keep it within our womb space. Now, Louise's perspective, as well as mine over time, has been if we remain with negative thoughts or emotions, they begin to manifest in our physical form or physical bodies. So when I look at some of the problems, we have to begin to slowly accept within ourselves that we do carry within us hurts and traumas from romantic partners. We experience as women a lot of disappointment, frustration, and insecurity. Over time, even when we were younger, we experienced a lot of guilt, fear, and shame concerning our genital areas. At many stages in our lives, we fear aging. And while as women, we give to support to all those around us, at times we ourselves feel as if we are not supported. We feel very much alone in the world. Sometimes we give away our power to outside influences, and we forget what we are worth. Now, when I first got this book, it was very hard for me to read through that directory and actually accept, whether it's consciously or unconsciously, I have these probable causes in me. So slowly, I have begun to say these thought affirmations, these thought patterns that are going to open doors of healing and guide me forward. In doing so, I use my voice today to ask you to kindly accept with love whether you have any of these probable causes, and also to see if you can begin to accept new thought patterns in order to bring love and balance and peace to whatever your life journey has blessed you with. So of course, as women, we need to be able to say that we are loved, we are powerful, we are safe, we are grounded. At any stage of our lives, we are balanced, and we welcome all cycles, all seasons. Whatever is happening in our life, we need to be able to welcome it with love. We need to be able at some point in time, stand up for ourselves and know that we are bringing love, goodness, and our own unique feminine light into the world. We have to take charge of our life journey, and we have to be able to respect our life journey and know that we are being blessed, we are being divinely supported, and we are being divinely inspired at all times. So ladies, today, it's a huge directory, but of course, this is just a snippet focusing on the womb space. And how, now that we have begun to accept, for example, for me, how do we as women begin to heal? By doing exactly what we are doing now, by creating spaces where women can have a voice, where we can share, learn, and embrace from each other's life journey. We as women heal through our voices, we heal through dance, we heal through song, we heal through cooking. Whichever way our love has to flow, let us learn to heal and accept. So this is a huge directory, but of course, I just wanted to share a snippet. So I hope I would have encouraged you enough to go and look for the book and go and dig up and see, what do we still have left to heal? Where can we create love? and what can we do with our life journey that we have left. Thank you very much, ladies.
Thank you so much, Akleema. I loved your presentation. I know the book is here. You can heal your life. I think it is one of those books. You all have it, ladies, right? Everybody. I think everyone has that book. It's like a Bible for our ladies. I love what you said, that we heal through dance, we heal through cooking, we heal through ironing in my case. And yes, we have to learn to be compassionate and loving towards ourselves. So thank you so much, Akleema, for sharing. Give it a voice, sending it out into the world. I see you. I appreciate you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, love.
Yes, thank you, Akleema. I'd like to take this opportunity to welcome Rosalind Panda. Rosalind Panda, as a thought leader, visionary, and change maker, is here to inspire and empower others to do what inspires them so that all of us together can make this world a better place. She lives a life with purpose and optimism, serving mankind and benefiting the world through the fundamental elements of life, that is, art, technology, creative design thinking, and innovation. She is the CEO and founder of Rosalind Business Group, LLC, CEO of Rosalind IT Services, founder of Rosalind Arts, CEO of Rosalind Construction, and founder of Rova Token. She is a technology innovator, fine artist, public speaker, author, and influencer. Additionally, she is on the board members in the nonprofit organization called River Art Works. The name of her presentation, Serving Humanity Through Art, Technology, and Innovation. I warmly welcome Rosalind Panda.
Thank you so much, Enolia, for the warm welcome. Glad to be here among these wonderful ladies. Today, I'm honored to talk about the topic, which is serving humanity with art, technology, and innovation. So I would start with the proposed idea and the issue that we all notice in the world, that about 75% of people believe that they are not living up to their potential creativity. Especially in US, 7 out of 10 people felt that creativity was crucial in the growth of economy, especially people who go through hardships during our lives and lack of creative design thinking. We are unable to recognize wonderful opportunities around us. In a bigger scale, we can even create opportunities for others in various fields. So lack of creativity in the thought process leads to having mental health issues, lower self-esteem, lower self-confidence, and less self-reliance. A lot of people stay stuck and unmotivated in their lives due to lack of creative thinking and solution-oriented mindset. So the solution that I am proposing today through my idea is something like creativity is the process of generating noble and useful ideas through strategic creative thinking, incorporating the gift of creativity and innovation into our lives. We human beings scale up our vision and the fulfillment in our lives. We all are born with creativity as a tool. Through analytical thinking and vision-oriented mindset, we give full throttle to our inner creator. The primary problem that my idea solves is to use the creativity to benefit the mankind. That is the sole purpose of a person's uniqueness and creativity and the purpose of having born on earth. My idea is to make people aware of their purpose on earth and how everyone could find their inspiration within him or herself and make this world a better place. Everybody can find their inspiration within themselves. We all human beings, when use our creative thinking, creativity in the right direction, we have the noble cause behind our actions and the intentions that we have behind all our actions, then we achieve wonders holistically. So to summarize, I would say why the idea is what's spreading. So as human beings, we should always think from a perspective of serving mankind, adding the values to people's lives and making this world a better place. When my idea is spread and implemented well enough, it is not just going to benefit the individual human being from the core in every day-to-day life and leading to a fulfillment and living a meaningful life, but also as a domino effect, it will broaden the thought process to propel our actions in the right direction. Creativity is not something we express only on the weekends or during our off time, but it's an essential part of anyone's professional and personal skill set. About 60% of CEO polled cited creativity as the most important skill in leadership qualities as well, because the creativity incorporated in our thinking, it's creative leadership. So not only does creativity lead us to innovative thinking, but it also inspires effective problem solving, new strategies, and fresh ideas. So how is that a new idea or noble perspective is a well-established idea? So I would say there is a lack of awareness in people's actions. It takes courage, determination, and self-discipline to stay focused and implement the steps in action in our real life. Eventually, it adds to the noble perspective. So how will our life be when we follow our creative heart that opens doors we never imagined, serving our purpose on earth? Isn't it more meaningful than just chasing success and staying unfulfilled? Even if we are human beings, are aware of facts, few of us only put that into action. Acknowledging the issue and acting towards them with a solution-oriented mind will be the noble perspective, encouraging and empowering each other to cultivate the creativity in our lives will be the way to go to impact our lives in a positive way, community and the world eventually. So being a creative self-leader implies owning and living a life where you are self-aware and your life is based on the principles that keeps your everyday balanced and intact. Self-leadership is pretty essential when your creative thinking, your solution-oriented mindset, your vision, your purpose, passion, all are aligned. No matter if you're an artist, you're a scientist, you are a nurse or a teacher, if you're thinking creatively towards solving problem and adding value to people's lives, that's the real use of creativity. An artist expresses through visual art, expressing their inner emotions and feelings, positivity, the real essence of life onto canvas. A writer writes poems, a book, to express their wonderful things, their experiences, and that's also creativity. A scientist thinks to solve a problem. A teacher thinks creatively to give a solution to the kids or the people who he or she is teaching. Everything inclusive is creative thinking. And the best use of creativity. We just have to give our inner creator the full throttle to nourish ourselves, to nurture ourselves, and to align our passion, purpose, to end with optimism, to align with our goals, our life goals and vision. So how can a creative leader impact the world, the community, and the world? So creative leadership helps develop and nurture innovation, improve the quality of life, not only the community members, but also people around the world through active engagement and common goals. So I want my listeners to take away today on my audience, that I want my audience to feel a sense of self-awareness, realize their purpose on earth, and the alignment of their actions with it. They ought to self-reflect, feel more empowered, and see how well equipped everybody is to play the small or big part of their contribution to benefit the humankind in the long run. I wish my audience would take significant actions towards the betterment of mankind through art, technology, and the innovation. Yeah, I'm Rosalind Panda. I inspire and empower others, bring the best in everybody to make this world a better place. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Rosalind. I just go back to the really, really beginning when you said that lack of creativity equals with low self-confidence. I completely agree with that. But the truth is that we all are creative, okay? And we can actually incorporate the gift of creativity in our lives. And you said that everyone can find the inspiration within themselves. Because we make the mistake that sometimes we always look from the outside, right? But the creativity is within us. We are creative. We are creative even when we are cooking and we don't follow the recipe, but we use something else, another ingredient in that. That's creativity as well.
Yeah.
And I love what you said about being a creative leader. I love the idea of being a creative leader and coming from a place of serving others, staying focused and determined. Thank you so much for who you are. Thank you for sharing your ideas with us today. I love you, Rosalind.
Thank you, Krisztina, so
Thank
much.
you.
Yes, thank you. Absolutely wonderful and empowering. Next, I'd like to welcome Melvina Ford to our platform. Coach Reverend Melvina Ford is the owner and founder of Rebirth Holistic Healing, started in 2011. Melvina has a Bachelor's of Science in Criminal Justice and a Master's of Management and a Bachelor's in Metaphysical Science. Reverend Melvina is the author and holds certifications in Metaphysical Holistic, Life Coaching and Counseling, and Usui Reiki. She is a cognitive behavioral mentor and art therapist. She is also an international motivational speaker. She is the U.S. Tennessee State Chair for all G100 Oneness and Wisdom and serves on the advisory committee. Reverend Melvina uses her platform and her life experiences as the best example of overcoming the areas of abuse and neglect using cognitive behavioral methods. Reverend Melvina is pursuing a PhD in metaphysical counseling. Her books, What the Hell? A Life Testimony, and What the Hell? Her Rising from the Ashes, are both available on Amazon.com in paperback and also on Kindle. Her presentation, A Message to My Sisters. We warmly welcome Melvina Ford to our stage.
Hello, everyone. Hi, how are you doing? I want to say initially, thank you, Enolia and Krisztina. You two are my hearts. I love you to pieces. And this is a wonderful event to be kicking off 2023 for everyone. All women need to hear this, all the messages that have been going out. As Enolia said, I have a message to my sisters. I wanted this to be impactful, and then I had a notebook, and it was like, that's not working for me. And honestly, it never has. So I'm just gonna come from the heart like I always do. Growing up throughout life, I wasn't able to have my own thoughts. I mean, how many people can actually say that they remember as a kid, you were told to do as I say and not what I do? I wasn't allowed to cry even when I was punished. And you know, spankings don't feel good. I didn't have a voice. I couldn't speak my mind. And that became a pattern. Programmings that we deal with growing up, I followed the thoughts and programs of everything everyone else told me that I needed to do. Didn't help the fact that I was also the youngest sibling on both sides of my family. I dealt with loss of two parents, you know, one at 3, one at 17. I dealt with bullying. I dealt with sexual abuse. And that all became a tailspin into eventually putting me into a cycle or from depression and attempted suicide. Why do I tell you this? Because 2 of my taglines are, one is the heart of a woman. I believe we as women aren't heard as much as we should be, as we need to be. I believe we have a voice that is so powerful that it can impact the heart of anyone, anywhere. I believe that no matter what your emotions are, they need to be spoken. They need to be let out because someone else feels it. Someone else needs to know it's okay to cry. Someone else needs to know it's okay to be angry, because those are the things that literally give us the power to become who we really need to be for the world. This is not just a walk where we're not alone. We're in this together, and we've been so programmed to believe that we're not. My second tagline is rise from the ashes. Why? Because of what I've been through in my life. I've been through so much to me. And that's not to take away anything from all of you, because you've also been through something that you thought you would never get through. I believe that every last one of us can attain anything that we want to rise to the occasion to make happen. I believe that every feeling, every action, every thought, every word inside of you is important and has a meaning. I want you all to know that you do matter. Everything about you, the good, the bad, the ugly, it all matters. It shapes who you are. It shapes those around you. That the programming does not have to end where it began. You can change the program at even any given moment that you want to. It's yours to make happen. It's yours. If you want it to be a happy one, make it a happy one. It's okay. If you get a hiccup, it's okay. Cry about it. You have sisters, others who need to know, I can cry. It's okay. I became a cognitive behavioral mentor. Why? Because what the funny thing about this was, I didn't even realize that's what I was doing with myself. I'm self-healed. Why? Because when I did go into the psych ward, they weren't helping me. They did not help me at all. It became one of those situations where it was a finger pointing and you were wrong. Okay, well, I'm in a situation where you're supposed to help me. So I realized then I had to go within, and it was 20 years. Whew. I'm sorry. I just got 20 years. I figured out what I needed to do. Why am I so angry? The dreams would not stop. Why I keep having these dreams? Why do I keep remembering this pain? Why am I up in the middle of the night screaming and yelling, telling someone who from 20 years ago what you should have done, how you should have treated me, what should have happened? So that's why I didn't even realize until 20 years later that I was actually being a cognitive behavioral therapist. So this is what I do when I help other women to dig down into those areas, because if you don't know where you came from and where you started, and a lot of it gets buried and hidden in the back of your mind, because in order to survive, we bury it. But honest to goodness, you need to dig it up, because those are actually the powers of strength, believe it or not, that'll help you get to your next level, to where you want to be, where you deserve to be. What is my last tagline? who am I? That is the first question I ask any of my clients. Why? Because in order to know who you are, you need to know where you came from. I wish everyone would take that journey. And if you need someone to hold your hand, because I didn't, find someone. But just know you have the power within you to do it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, my beautiful, beautiful Melvina. I love you. I see you. I hold you. Trust me, I can relate very much. And I think all of us ladies can relate to what Melvina said in the beginning, that as a child, especially as a girl child, we didn't have a voice, right? And that's really, really impacted us. And I agree what you said. Yes, it's okay to cry. It's okay to be angry. All is fine. And yes, we have sisters to hold us. We have sisters to hold the space for us. Asking the question, who am I? This is the very, very important. And the first question, what we all should ask ourselves, who am I? Because when we find out and we know who we are, then we just became unstoppable. So thank you, Melvina.
Thank you so much, Melvina, for that heartfelt story. It touched many, many hearts, I'm sure. Welcoming CEO IVY.i Barreto to the stage. Owner of Hugs, Heal, Unite, Grow, Succeed, Coaching, IVY.i Barreto brings 15 years plus experience in the corporate architectural and construction industry as a business relationship architect with a focus on the design of blueprints for life. As a neurographic art instructor, IVY assists clients in drawing out their pain by working in the area of redefining an individual's space in the body and inside the home. As a certified emotional geographer, IVY brings great depth to her coaching and her mentoring abilities by combining her neuro-linguistic programming skills with emotional mapping, space planning, approach to communication, and personal development. IVY supports individuals to build success brick by brick, enriching lives by re-architecting their foundation. IVY is also the author of Hugs, How I Found My Eagle Eye, an international speaker, a brand ambassador for All Lives Do Exist, and a wellness ambassador for Expressions of Humanity Foundation. IVY stands by seeing individuals grow by exploring different parts of themselves that they never knew existed, setting goals, and gaining financial freedom. The title of IVY's presentation is Meet I for the First Time. Welcoming IVY.i Barreto to the stage.
Thank you very much for that lovely presentation. Thank you for having me. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for this opportunity and the stories that we have been here so far. Looking forward to presenting mine and giving some empowerment in this empowerment platform. So my topic is Meet I for the First Time. As a daughter, a sister, a mother, a partner, a friend, a colleague, a professional, we are gifted with the gift of, being yourself. But also I was gifted with the gift of being reintroduced to my heart, because as individuals, we forget that in our busy schedule, the person that we're supposed to be our best friend and the person that actually gives us the engine that actually moves us around is our heart. And we forget that our heart is our best friend, because without that, we can't even begin to do anything. So being introduced to my heart was the biggest gift I was given, apart from me and my kids, having my children. So I neglected my heart for so long, I forgot. I didn't dedicate time to my heart. I forgot to be a friend to my heart. I forgot to listen to it. And it was necessary for my heart to slow me down to be able to be reintroduced to him again. So my first date was in an unusual place, which was the hospital bed with my heart. So where I was forced to listen to my heart, look at it, listen to it, understand it, the melody that it is, and come into an understanding how we both can coexist and get what we both want from one another. So I'm saying this because as women, we forget ourselves in the midst of the chaotic life that we organize around our environment and ourselves. We want so much at the point that we need to be slowed down sometimes. And I was gifted with that gift of being slowed down because even in my hospital bed, I was still managing the outside world. And I had to be given a tablet to be knocked down, and was, and my phones and my equipment was taken off because my heart needed some pause. So that was the biggest gift I got. And after that, life wasn't the same anymore. So I learned the aspect of being pausing, because something is you being as a professional, you tell people how to pause, but you forget how to pause yourself in the midst of it all. So let's be good to ourselves this year. I hope this message was good for somebody that needs it, because I know myself that now my heart is my best friend, and I listen to it on a regular basis. We go for dates in a regular basis, and we chat in a regular basis and listen to one another's rhythm. So thank you very much for having me in this platform. If anybody needs to understand themselves or understand the rhythm of their heart, feel free to get in touch, because as an art therapist myself, that's what I do best, giving some color to that heart. See you soon.
Ivy, my beautiful Ivy, thank you so much. I loved what you said, that yes, we're supposed to be our best friend, and we are not. Because as coaches, as leaders of our lives or our businesses, we are there to support everyone else a part of ourselves. We rush through life, we don't give attention to ourselves. So thank you for the reminder that we have to slow down and to pay attention to our heart and to our lives as well. Otherwise, life is going to slow us down as it did with you, and I think with most of us here. So thank you so much for the reminder. I love you. I see you.
Thank you, IVY.